team lists have dropped. Now, the last game of the round is that game on Monday, West Tigers and Parramatta. I'll tell you two things from that. Galvin has not been named anywhere in the squad for the West Tigers, and Mitch Moses has been named at halfback. But
what about Wests?
No, we're not. We're going to do that later. Okay, times have changed. It is the Seagulls taking on the Dragons. You go back to that 1996 controversial grand final. Manly get home. Look, a week before that, the great fullback, Matthew Ridge, had been cleaned up in concussion. This day and age, he would have missed the grand final. So things are a little bit different. Let's go through this Manly side. Still no Thomas the Turbo. He's still out of the clash. You do get two Trebojeviches. They are number 12 and 13 through Ben and Jake. Lehigh Hopewadi starts at fullback, as he has been. Jason Saab returns on the wing, so Clayton Falalo drops to 18th man. That's the only change from last week for Anthony Seibold's lineup. For the Dragons, they lose the money man, Christian Tuipulotu, with a hamstring concern. So Matty Fine moves from 18th man to the starting side, and that's the only change in the squad that down the Titans. Sione Finau is coming back for later because he is getting close. He's had some injuries, had to go back to reserve grade, and he's the 18th man. Good young player, scored a stack of tries in that trial. So that's how it's all shaping up with the Dragons travelling to Four Pines. Can Manly get back in the winner's circle? All right, let's go to you, Brian, where we've got the...
Hey, wait, we want to talk about this Dylan Egan guy. No, I think they'll do that swap again, won't they?
Yeah.
Luch will go to the bench.
You can't
Egan
drop
to
him
start.
what he did last
Cannot.
week.
He was brilliant.
He was too good.
Yeah.
So, we'll do this at a later date, but he's going to be in my He-Man team.
Dylan Egan.
Yeah, he's going to be Ram Man.
Yes.
Because there's a remake of Masters of the Universe coming.
Yeah.
Jared Leto's playing Skeletor. Over the next couple of weeks, will be placing rugby league
Casting.
players. Yes. Fisto.
Yes.
I'm just trying to, because that's a big character.
Yeah.
And what?
Oh, no, I was just thinking Hopper's not.
Oh, yeah, that's... No, well, it's not nothing to do. Fisto gets in there. Anywho, just keep... Cool,
well,
that's a good one.
spit on
Keep
there.
around. Keep your ears close to the ground. Let's do this. 59,000 is the record.
Yep.
South Sydney versus Sydney Roosters, 2013. Final round. That's the biggest in the NRL era.
Oh, club round.
Club round.
Oh,
I think it's going to get smashed.
hope so.
And it'll be all after the show, after the Easter show.
Yep.
Just getting a
Hope so.
Savagna. Bulldogs supporters and fans, 5'8" Matt Burton is back after missing 3 games with an knee injury. Well done.
Came from the Panthers to the Bulldogs.
He did. Viliami Kikau, he's part of the extended squad. Wearing what number, Brooksy?
22.
Correct. So
Yep.
he'll be playing. Bailey Hayward goes back to the bench, and Satili Tupanua returns from his suspension.
Ooh.
So it's looking like a very, very, very good side. Now, Bunnies. Skipper Cody Walker returns from his hamstring injury. He's going to be He's going to be playing 7. Latrell Mitchell is going to be the 6. Ooh. And what about this? Lewis Dodd. He's named on the bench, number 14.
Like it.
They've got another boost with Campbell Graham. He's returning on the wing in the place of Alex Johnston. I don't think that will... I think he will be defending in the centres.
Yeah, I think so.
Sean Kepi has been named pending his appearance. He's gone to judiciary for that careless high tackle charge. Jaden Sullivan, he's gone for that 1-game suspension. And former Seagull, Josh Schuster, has been listed among the reserves after returning last week.
What number, Brian?
He is number, have a look, 22. So he'll be
there
playing.
it is.
So he'll be playing as well.
Now, kick-outs are 23 because the Bulldogs don't give out 18. Because the fans are 18.
Oh.
Is that what they do?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
You like
They
that?
also
It's a bit
don't.
Seppo.
They also don't
Yeah,
believe
Stevie sort of
in.
brought that in.
They also don't believe in gambling. They won't have.
Oh, the dog. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but then they have got Laundy hotels where they've got the biggest amount of poker machines pub group in the world. So there you go. Good on you, Gussie. Give me that ring, and I just want to kiss that.
Dunk it in. Dunk it in. All right, who's next, boys?
I think it's me.
Okay, take it away.
What do you got? Finn Storms. This will be good. So Christian Wolf, obviously big win last game against the Panthers. He's rolling out the same 17. And they're taking on the Storm, who went up against the Panthers in the grand final last year. So good news for the Storm. Jerome Hughes has been named to play despite his shoulder injury late in the game last Sunday. Sua Fa'alongo comes onto the wing for his first appearance of the season, with Grant Anderson moving to the centres. Moses Leo will make way. Will Warbrick, Nelson Asafa-Solomona remain sidelined due to ongoing concussion issues.
Oh, that's not.
Wow.
Yeah, that's been a while now. That's not great news.
Yeah, so this is interesting. Sewer on the wing. Pappy at fullback. Grant Anderson was great against the Seagulls, was it? Scored a hat-trick at Brookie.
He's been great all year.
Yeah, he's been solid. This is an interesting one. The Dolphins looked all right last week, but
Yeah, different
Storm
kettle.
love Suncorp.
Is Jerome Hughes in?
Yes, he is.
Oh, good.
Yeah, been named. But they've always got our man.
Yeah, the wish.
All right.
14.
Final one before the break, tourists. Take us to Go Media Stadium, where I tell you, the Warriors got a great record against the Broncos. Last 10, they've won 7 of those, and their biggest loss, just 9 points in that 10. So they like playing the Broncos.
Lots of changes for the Warriors. So James Fisher-Harris, he is out with the pectoral injury that took him off last week. Jackson Ford comes into the front row, and Jacob Laban goes to the bench. Charles Nicol Klukstad, he is in the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So Tane to a Mickey, he moves to the number 1 jersey. Ed Cozzy comes back onto the wing.
Yep.
Rocco Berry,
Oh, what's happened?
1 game ban.
Oh, dessert.
And so
Not
Kurt
so smoothie.
Capewell shifts to centres.
Oh,
And Lika Halasima,
Yes.
he's been joined to the starting side in the back row.
Hello.
And Tamari Martin has been added to the bench for the first time this year.
Oh, okay.
So, rumours about him going to Super League, but he is number 17 for this game against the Broncos. For the Broncos, just one change. Jordan Rickey, he's back from suspension. So, Jack Gazewski.
Say it again.
Jack Gazewski?
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
do.
no,
Gashevsky.
Gashevsky.
Gajewski.
He's serving a 1-game ban. Gajewski?
Yeah.
No, just slow it down.
Bless you.
Slow it down
Good.
and
good-
read it out.
Gajewski.
Gashevsky.
Gashevsky.
Yes.
Gashevsky.
And on Rumour Tuesday, the rumour is our man, he's gone full trucker, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks
Well, it's getting
real
a bit
trucker.
colder,
You
so
got
I've
the
gone with the
flannel.
Yeah,
flannel.
you actually look like a serial killer.
Gone with the Carl Flanagan.
I feel like you're going to strangle me
Dragons halfback.
and then gouge out my eyes
Like a gouging.
New face on the bench.
and then do something with downstairs. Really hold me down.
Come
Look
on.
at those fingers.
Come on,
So
Jeff.
it's not worth it now. New face on the bench.
Yes.
Grab yourself some strawberries, a couple of bananas, and a squeeze of honey because Tyson Smoothie is coming back for his first game.
Kiss it on the lip.
Thank you.
Seal, you are on fire today.
Yeah, that's
It's his first
sharp.
game since round 20, and he replaces Marty Tapau.
Panthers and the Roosters. We had Luke Prittis and Scotty Sattler in the call last week, so that was fun. Jared Hargreaves announced he will retire at the end of the year of the Super League. So that's what he's doing. That's the latest news there. Okay, let's get into this. What have they done? We know that Billy Smith is out due to suspension. He's been great for them. So Mark Nwanganitawazi comes back into the side. So we expect to play left centre. That's the big change there for the Roosters. The other big one is that Victor Radley's got the 13 back on his back. And don't we wish Victor all the best for him to have, many, many weeks put together in first grade. They're the major changes as far as the Roosters are concerned. For the Panthers, hooker Mitch Kenny returns from a shoulder injury, so he'll join the pack. Casey McLean and Luke Garner, they are the new centre pairing with Isaac Tungor. He's been moved to the Judas Dench, so he goes there. Thomas Jenkins to the wing, who has kind of been there anyway, really. They've had Casey McLean named there a couple of times, but that's where Jenkins has been playing, so that's okay there. Jack Cole has been listed amongst the reserves as he looks to return from concussion, so he's certainly given a start to Blaze Talangi and Brad Schneider, who is the number 14. I actually met the parents of Luke Summerton on the weekend. Wonderful people, Samara and Chris, so good to meet them. Real knockabout type of people there. That's a big game. The Roosters take on the Panthers.
Last few weeks, gents. So Cleary sort of came out in the presser, was it last week, about Talangi's performance? Sort of called him out a bit. He's been pretty positive. What's been the big takeaway for you guys the last few weeks with the Panthers? Are they there? Are they just about to start this turnaround, or are they still missing a bit?
For me,
Like 5 straight's pretty
it's not their attack; it's their defense.
defense.
Like the last 5 years, they've been averaging about 13, 14 points. They're up to like nearly 30.
Yeah, 30.
This is what's been
The concern.
well, it's just noticing how many missed tackles around the ruck when they never used to have that. Mitch Kenny being back in there, and he'll sort that out. Especially last week, they were just falling off tackles, which is unusual for them.
Mate, the coal miner always says the best bet is no bet. How can you back them? Like, you just keep waiting for them. You just keep waiting for them to return, don't you?
Hope it's not this week.
Yeah. So do I.
It feels like it, though.
So you can give it to Brandy again?
I want to give it to Brandy on the vent line again. He was a bit frosty with me, too. It wasn't even me. It was Bruce from Bellevue Hill.
That's right, I was too.
Right.
Let's go
Sounded
up.
like you.
Yeah, let's go up to Seabus Super Stadium. How's your Seabus? How is your Super going? Getting flogged.
Well, you know what? You know the fullback here.
Yep.
Scopey calls him Joel and Grouse. I like that. Joel and good player.
He is going good. Okay, let's go into the Raiders. First of all, the baby Mule's back. So he's been out for 4 weeks. So Sasangi drops to the reserves. That's the only change they give it to the Eels up there. A couple of massive ins. So Tino is back. So's his brother Isaac. Phil Sami, he's going with the centres. And size 7, Beau Fermor, he is back in the back row. Cleese Haas and Chris Randall go to the bench. And this is, look at this pack. Have a look at this. Listen to this pack. Tino, Baby Feet Beau.
Yep.
David Fafita.
Yep.
Regan Campbell-Gillard. Mo Fodawaker. Sam Verrills. This is a good-looking pack.
Yep.
Against another good-looking pack.
Maestro. Cromie.
Ooh.
Cromie.
Ooh. I know where this is going. I think I'm going to be following you.
Yep. I love what the Raiders are doing. But this is a very hard task for Ricky. They have been to Vegas. They have been to Townsville. They've been up to Sydney. They've been back to Canberra. They've been over to Darwin. It is very, very hard. These guys are not robots. And then you combine that with a team who's at home, and you've got these big ins. Tino, size 7, he's back. You've got DeGrouse at fullback still. Verrills up and around. This is upsetville, and I'm going to say the Titans win this game.
Okay, if they don't. No. What I'm saying is, nothing to do with running.
Okay.
Because what you just said then is, and having been part of a team that's gone to Perth, played, and I remember distinctly coming back.
That's Darwin.
No, sorry,
okay.
Darwin.
Yep.
Well, even that far.
That's right.
Same
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
I distinctly remember coming back, and we were cooked the next week.
Yep. And then you've got to go on a plane again.
But if they do manage to scrounge a win, are they the real deal, the Raiders?
They're the real deal anyway. I think they're the real deal anyway. They're playing finals. I just think this one's going to be a straw that involves a camel just for this week.
Off topic, imagine their frequent flyer points at the moment. They would have some nice,
Do they always
nice point.
Yeah, they might be going. It might be velocity, and velocity's you get nothing from velocity. Virgin up your game.
Can I ask this,
Frequent
Bryce?
flyers
Just
are the
the standard
Michael.
lounge.
I get like sort
What's
of.
the best way to use them?
What's that?
We probably need a session on that. What's
yeah,
the
how you
best
use your
way to
points.
spend your points?
Upgrades.
Is that the best way, is it?
Up there on the platform.
Maybe
Yes.
that's what they're doing.
Upgrades. Never buy a ticket
No.
with your points because you get absolutely hammered.
So you're better off just buying a normal ticket,
Buy your ticket
upgrade.
and then get the grade of the up.
Okay.
Stick it right up there.
Upgrade of
That's
upness.
the best way to spend your points.
That's come from a long line of frequent flyers.
Good. Okay. I love that tip.
Or buy, you know when you
Was
get
your
those
mother,
rank, when you get those rank frequent flyer awards and you can go and get like cost you 90,000 to get a George Foreman grill.
Oh, yeah, 120,000 for a Dyson.
Yeah, I got a shoebox
Daniels.
once for like 80,000. It was a clear shoebox.
What?
It was a clear shoebox. So the
needs
idea, I
that?
thought this because it was for shoes.
Yeah.
But it was like 4 of them. Like,
Oh, right.
And the
Okay.
idea was you could pack them in your wardrobe, and then you could see which shoes they were. Like, it was like 80,000. I don't know why I bought it. I saw it and went, I wouldn't buy
It's
this.
like one way to Townsville.
God, I buy some rank shit. That testosterone cream's doing nothing. I just want a Ballarat all day, every day.
Right. This game's nowhere near Ballarat. Newcastle and the Sharkies, Brooksy.
Oh, Knights Sharks. Okay, so a few players come back for the Knights. Tyson Gamble is taking over number 7. He'll be halfback for the Knights. I like how AOB's doing this halves rotation for the second year straight. James Schiller is good to go. So Phoenix Crossland will move from the halves to hooker. Jaden Brayley goes from hooker to bench. Tyson Frizzell has been named at prop. And they had the Thompson brothers up front. I think they missed the Saifidi twins as props. So he changed it and went Thompson's last week.
Yeah,
Didn't
need the
work.
twins.
So Tyrone's returning to the bench. Matt Croker starts at lock. Plenty of changes. Matt Arthur looked all right when he came on. I thought their attack sort of kicked into another gear when he was there, sort of giving Ponga a bit of early ball last week. He's dropped out totally. Jack Cogger is listed among the reserves, so he could be a late inclusion.
When's the
into
tuna
side.
fisherman back? Dylan Lucas.
Oh,
When's he
Albion
back?
Park Jr. I don't know. Yeah, I think probably in the next 2 weeks. I think it was 5 to 7 weeks.
Was it the string, Hemi?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're always Hemi.
Hey, by the way, the number 20, he said he was coming back this week. He didn't say whether he was in the squad or not, but Jackie Cogger, geez, he's a good chat. We had him
Yeah.
last week. Myself and Beak, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talented.
Oh,
I
so
really-
good. He speaks so well. He
I really-
sounds like a coach.
How do I do this?
Finger in the
Mauling
screen there.
I'm just trying to.
hang on,
I
you
don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I love this show, said Lundy. Go to Lundy.
Sharkies. Adam Fanua-Blake has been named. You know, he came off. He had the shorts really high there. Did you see him last week? And he was icing the groin.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it was hot over there in
God,
Perth, so
God.
he's all good to go. Kale Iro could be another, it says 2 weeks, but 1 to 3 weeks away with his hamstring injury.
No more. We're having a amnesty on even numbers.
Okay.
No more. So
No.
if someone is reported here, Brooksy, you've done well there. If they say in the media it's 2 weeks away, you always scale up. So it's 3 weeks to the odd
Yes.
number.
3. Don't do 1 to
Same
3.
as suspension.
Yep.
So
You've got to go Lance O'Hire.
correct. Sean
Okay.
Keppy's looking between 2 and 4 weeks.
I found out
3 and 5.
Lance,
just broke your rule.
Lance O'Hire,
Yeah.
speaking of which, do you know what he does these days? I found out only this last week.
Is he a vet?
PT.
He is in America as a real estate agent.
Oh.
Lance O'Hire.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's he selling? Resi or
I don't
commercial?
know, but if they're asking him the price, he's saying Lance O'Hire.
What's
Just
the-
keep going
He's
higher.
an auctioneer.
What's the clip there over there? Because I know
Oh,
he.
they love it over there. They froth for that stuff over
But
there.
what's the commission?
I don't know. Well,
Oh,
ours
it's
is what's
selling
ours?
sunsets.
Ours is
1.6.
yeah, but you can get them now. They always sneak in the plus GST.
Oh yeah, and the
I reckon.
marketing fees.
I reckon they cop that.
What? You know the marketing fees, right? And we're getting off the topic here. Mate, you spend them yourself. You're the one doing the job. You go and market it. Don't you reckon?
You've got to pay for it, and
But why?
they still money. They make money on that as well.
But I'd be saying, listen, mate, you got a chance to earn X amount. If you want to earn that, go and spend it on yourself to sell the bloody thing. Don't you reckon?
Yeah,
Invest in yourself.
And you know the other rort too. You know when they say, right, we're going to sell it for 1.5.
Yeah.
You know, they say, I'll get you 1.5 all day.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, that'd be great. And they come back and say, sorry, can only get
market's
1.2.
changed, yeah.
But their 1% between 2 and 5 is
Rat's
nothing
arse.
to them.
Rat's
But
arse.
they make it. But 300 to us.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not having a go at you. They wouldn't be listening to us, would they?
No.
Any real estate agents out there?
No.
If you are, take your Prada sunnies off.
Anyway.
Get off the drugs.
All righty, let's move on. Are you
Allegedly.
Done, Brooks?
No, I've seen it.
Are you done, Brooks?
Yeah, done.
Okay. Take us to Monday, tourists.
Easter Monday, huge game, as we know. West Tigers versus Eels.
Who? Sorry?
West Tigers versus
Who?
Eels. Pardon?
The West who?
The West Tigers versus the Eels. And yeah, we've talked about this all week, but all the past couple of days. Huge news. Luca Moretti has been added to the bench for the Eels, along with Matt
zagged.
Dory.
That's
the
a
big
big
news out of this game.
That's
good.
awesome.
Luca
Moretti's
Moretti.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Also for the Eels, Mitch Moses, he is back as in the side for the Eels. And the player in the jersey between 7 and 9, Jack Williams, he's also back as well. Because of the 7, anyway.
You gotcha. Yeah, we worked that out. Yep,
West Tigers, Lockie Galvin, he has been dropped.
So
Jerome
who could
Luai-
play for
What?
who?
What?
If he plays this weekend, who would he play for?
Oh, the West Magpies.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So your halves are Jerome Luai and Adam Dewey.
Yep.
Brent Naden is back from a knee injury, so he goes into Dewey's centre spot. And Luke Lau-Lily,
Dewey centre spot.
Luke Lau-Lily, he
Sounds
comes in
nice.
the wing for Gerald Skelton. Huge game. Easter Monday. Some other news. I'm not sure if this has been announced.
You got, the Brown and Galvin, the Sixers, just not there next year.
No.
Will there be a lot of booing?
Well, he'll get booed. What, do you think?
Oh,
do you
Galvin's
think-
not there,
No, I
sorry,
know,
but
but they'll
like,
go. And a
you
number
reckon there's-
6,
yeah.
they'll just boo whoever's in number 6. I
Dewey's-
reckon.
Dewey's...
We'll do it be in the
Dewey.
6 or...
Dewey's in the
You
7.
can't bully Dewey.
what about for those who don't know rugby league? They'd be looking at the team sheet, looking from 5 to 7, saying Lily, Louie, and Dewey. Lily, Louie, and Dewey.
Dewey.
Toa's been awesome. Have you known, he's been so good.
He has been good on the right centre position.
I
on
feel no one's talking about him.
Yep.
He gave Bradman a bath last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's been mentioned as well, boys, but the Western Suburbs Magpies, their team is yet to be announced. But they've changed the game time on Monday to midday game for their game versus the Parramatta Eels at Lidcombe Oval.
Oh, geez, they're really
They're
punishing
really
poor
trying to
Lockie.
get in there.
Hang on,
He's got to wake up at 8 a.m.
The clash with the Parramatta Eels has been shifted to 12 p.m. on Monday the 21st. Don't know why they moved it to 12 p.m.
They've got to move it to Combank. I know Lidcombe Oval's like the heartland of Western Suburbs Magpies.
Yeah.
They've got to, this is entertainment we're in now.
Yeah,
Put it at Combank.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Get the Magpies right on Combank.
And then what we'll do is we'll just
Sell
get
some
Lockie out there
jerseys.
by himself, and then we'll release the Lions, and we'll let him come out in the dressing room,
Tigers,
and he's
surely.
got to fight Lions. And they can, like, Christians versus the Lions. Got to see stuff.
Brisbane. All right, yeah.
Sounds like a Super Rugby.
Who was the West Tiger? The West Tiger who got punished and had to do a lap around, like almost selling raffle tickets, or it was almost an apology. Do you remember that years ago?
Oh, yes. Yes.
They did something and they made him walk around the
Mate,
crowd.
I've got a better one. This is just coming to me.
Come on.
Russell Richardson. When I was at South, Langers wanted him out, right? Just say he was on 300.
Yeah.
Probably was on 300. And Russell Richardson was so tight that what Langers would do, he would try to break him. So playing in reserve grade, but he made him come into the office and clean the leagues club.
You can't do that.
I swear, I swear on my kids. So Langers would be in his office and he'd throw the paper, right, to miss the bin, and he'd go, Russell! Russell! And Russell had to come in and pick up. But to his credit, Russ just kept doing it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Couldn't
He
break
just-
him.
Now he's a multi.
Yeah.
Now he's a pub baron.
The unbreakable.
So maybe Lockie might be having to wash Benji's car or something like that.
What about the sailor text yesterday? Brooks, you weren't here.
Tristan?
There's no good sailors with an easy, what was it, Brian?
Oh, you've mucked this
Oh,
right
he's
up.
Mucked
well.
it right up.
West Tigers.
A
Smooth
sea
sea.
doesn't make a
Send it back in. We need
stupendous
to
sailor.
Oh, we don't know what it is, but it's very, very good. The run home with Joel and Fletch. Anything else you got to report, tourist?
West Magpies.
West
Oh,
Magpies.
breaking news, Jay. We haven't researched this, but
No.
he's been announced, boys, Galvin number 6 for the Magpies.
Oh.
Imagine.
Why are we getting this text through?
Michael Jennings?
Oh, it was Michael Jennings.
Oh,
Was that
it was
Penrith?
Jennings.
It was Jennings who had to go do something, wasn't it?
That's such a Gus thing.
Did he get into trouble?
Yeah, but we've got to find that story. A lot of people are saying it was Jennings at Penrith. What did he do though? He had to do a lap with free tickets he paid for at Penrith to apologise to the crowd for something he did. I don't know what he did.
Did he play up?
I don't know, but it was Michael Jennings. Yes, exactly right.
Wasn't the Boomgate incident?
What was the boom
Remember the Boomgate incident?
Oh, I don't remember
So
that.
him and Jessica Biel, right? They're in a car together.
No. And what, you're still here? Well, you can see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio, you beautiful humans.